Now, this is a song that I did. By the way, folks, welcome to my Guitar Pour series that I have not done in a while. I always call this my Guitar Pour series. It's just something silly we started because of my Guitar Pour song, I guess. But this is when I show you actually how I do things. And I never thought, I never considered myself a great teacher or anything like that, but I can show you how I do it. I did this song on my Sunday string along for April 3rd. And the reason, because I decided to pick up this old 1964 Gretsch. I've had this thing for a while. Harvey Simmons left this guitar to me. Harvey was a barber, and I used to go to his shop when I was a kid and just drool over this guitar. And he left it to me. And I'm sure Harvey has played The Bells of St. Mary, the song I just played. You know, there was a movie, The Bells of St. Mary, Bing Crosby. But that's the song. And Chet Atkins did it with the Chet style, you know. And so if you don't know how to do this Chet style, I mean, you have to kind of know what I'm doing on that before you can do this song. You might want to go back and there's several different things that I have. The Barry the Sailor, getting started on fingerstyle guitar would be a great way to get started on that. I know I did this, the Barry the Sailor lesson. I know I did it at Sweetwater, so you can go to their website and see it. I may do it again on our site as well. But this is just the way I played it when I was even a kid. And I started off, and I just have a little bit of echo and reverb, and I have some reverb on the Tremlord amp, spring reverb. And I have a little reverb here on this on the Zoom AC3, and then a little bit of slapback. Just a little bit, not very much. And I started off. And it starts off as it's a form of a D7. And then this would be like an A minor. This is like an A minor with a 6, A minor 6, and this let's see, I believe this is actually it would be the easiest way to say it would be an E with a G. This would be an F sharp really on the 4 string, or sorry, a G note on the 4 string. And then I pull, instead of pulling up like most guys do. I didn't have I should have went to Harvey, because Harvey that owned this guitar was a great guitar teacher. He would have taught me how to do it right. But I learned it this way. So you may do it this. I can't do it that way. But I pull it. bells. So I'm already into the, you know, when I'm doing the boom, 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 the bells, you got to do that at the same time. And this is just a form of a G7. And I sort of brush, I'm doing Travis kind of in between Travis and Atkins. So I'm just sort of brushing. And that's a C7. And then the second position, F. So it'd be like if you ran a C with a bar all the way up here. And I'm alternating with my little finger here, the bass. And this would be an F major 6, add 9. So. And so what I'm doing here is I'm catching 2 strings, and 2 strings. So I'm doing a thumb over. And then third position, looks like if you had a, and you don't have to have that open, just these 4. So that's an F. And then a C. And then that's also like an add 6 or add 2 on a G7. And I'm just doing the bass like Travis. And the down. Now this is a C7 moved up 2 frets with an open E. And then hit a quick G, and then it's a mathematic thing. You have to count it out. Like this. Then back on the second and third. So you do 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. Now instead of, you can do that again. I think on the string along I did like, that's an E minor, so it's like if you took an A minor and then it'd make it a 7. Move it down 2 frets to a D minor. Okay. And then that's C7 all the way up here to a G, and then and those are just major chords. You go, so it'd be C, G, F, C, and then and it's the same thing you started off with, but I'm doing it instead. I'm rolling it, so it's 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, and then 4 again. And then I do. Sort of a country guitar. And then sometimes I do it different ways. Sometimes I go, but it's usually I got this from Chet. 3, 2, 1, 1. Or I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, That's your picking. And I do it 1, 2, 3, 1. That's the way I'm using my middle finger, index, thumb, and then my third finger here. Okay. And so your chords F, G, D minor, E minor, just a triad. You could also do it like that. And I also got that from Chet. You just kind of lay a little bit of a foundation, hit your G, because I'm playing, even though it's finger picking, it's kind of a lead. So it's a. There's, like I say, there's several ways to do that. So I'll start off. And now here's it's like a D7. You're bouncing off that. This it's like a D7 with an open E up. And so your notes would be second, third, fourth, and then first. It's like, so it's down. Up. So on your picking hand, second, and all this is so important on your right hand, is so important. So it's second, third, fourth, first, and I'm doing that index, or middle, index, thumb, and then fourth again. And then 4, 3, 2. So you just make it a sus and then a D7. And then you can do, or you can do any of that. I think on a while ago I went, so it's like you have this clashing down, and it's not a chord really. It's like 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2. Just like. It's just this simple, silly little lick that Chet used to do that I think is brilliant. Sometimes you can do that, anything, as long as it's on that G. So again, it's. And so here it is. Or. And this would be an augmented 7th, G augmented 7. And just, you're not playing anything on your 5th string, so just do a thumb over and line. Or, and then, and I do this with the little bar here. And the fingering is a 5th string. It's a lot like walking the strings, except you're doing it on different strings. 5th, 2nd, 4th, 3rd, open. So it's, and then. So Yeah. And that's a ninth, so and I usually cover both of them. And then oh man, you can keep running it back and forth if you want to, and that's just one way that you can play this. Now, Chet would sometimes, you know, if you play it through again, he would do the. And that's where you're doing the harmonics, and you're following whatever you're doing here and just touching it with your index while picking it with your thumb. Like, see? You have to be, has to be 12 frets, an octave, but you're just touching it. Single string. I used to get tickled at Chet because he would bend. I thought bells don't bend, but his did. And there are a lot of things you can do on this part. And he got that from a steel guitar player. And so just have fun with it. And the way I played it from the beginning, just learn that, then we'll do some other things later on. The Bells of St. Mary. Hope you enjoyed this. Thanks.